Make sure you never miss another upload by hitting that subscribe button, hitting the little bell to enable notifications, hitting the check mark, save, and remember if you enjoyed the video to quickly leave a like.
This world is full of nightmares. Werewolves, vampires, and more struggle to survive in an eternal conflict over power, land, and mystical artifacts. After the fall of the Devil's Chalice and cleansing of the Blood Moon, ancient enemies joined together to sign the Evermoon Pact, preserving a peaceful and prosperous future. 3 years have passed with that goal achieved, yet a new terror rises, threatening all they hold dear. Bound by their ancestors, a new generation rises to leave their mark upon this land. They will be tested, hunted, and feared. Welcome to Supernatural Origins.
What has happened? What are we fighting for? Now we can't go back and we can't move on. No point to pretend anymore. I've been strung out, starting to lose my soul. But you went too far and I won't back down. I'm heading for another door. It was only a matter of timing. I never needed you around it, but we keep running round and round. I've been down there looking for the silver lining, but no matter what we always fighting. So maybe you should just get lost, 'cause you're not safe with me around. You best bolt out before I detonate. You come too far out of bounds. You better plan for your getaway, 'cause you're not safe with me around. You best bolt out before I detonate. You come too far out of bounds. You better plan for your getaway, or I detonate on the
This must be it.
Why were we invited here again? Or do you not
Uh,
know?
things.
Behavior and utter professionalism.
Really helpful.
They should be here any minute now.
It is
Uh-huh. Get ready to answer the door.
Come in!
Oh, hello.
Thank
Wait,
you,
that's-
dude. Thank you, Dad. Okay, you did.
Yes.
Hello.
No, it's a special case. Special case.
Yes, that's of course. It's fine.
Dude, if you wouldn't mind getting the door, seeing as our guest seems to be born in a barn. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Well then, gentlemen, welcome. Welcome
Wait
to my
a
humble
minute. That's what
abode.
you actually wear normally?
Yeah.
He
I'm
does.
Disappointed. I'm disappointed. Also, don't mind me. I'm a little ill.
See,
Yes.
I told you.
I've been on an excursion
Oh,
to your
yeah.
cesspool of an accommodation, and me and do seem to have caught something. And in order not to spread it to everybody else, we have taken a liberty upon ourselves to wear masks.
They brought it to
Yes.
me.
It's okay,
Smart.
whatever. Says the guy living in a concrete whale suspended in midair. So, anyway,
I mean,
And
to
there's
each
nothing
their
wrong
own.
with that.
Some people like
Yes.
mansions and some people like dumpsters, but you know, it's all
yes,
fine.
cold, dark
Excuse
caves,
me?
Yes.
I kid, it's only a joke. Hello, you are my guests, of course. I am Buttermere Jokester. You know what they call me. Mischievous. Anyways, welcome to my mansion. I hope you guys, your journey here was not too troublesome. The
Absolutely not.
the
I was just
airstreams were
confused on where I was
nice.
going. That's really all it was.
Oh, glad to see
no,
you
it is
actually
fine.
made it here then.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
Surprising, isn't
yes. I'm glad to see that you two were able to make it safely. Well then, I believe the kitchen staff have already begun work on the food. Yes.
Yes, so the goblins have been taking food into the dining hall all day. Dude,
Ah,
you care
perfect.
please to lead the way to the dining hall?
Yes, please lead the way to the gentleman here to the dining hall.
It's so nice to have personal assistants, wouldn't you say? So, good sir.
Yes.
Yes,
definitely.
definitely.
Sure.
Most
I'll take it to
definitely.
heart, Lucas.
I'm just saying.
We all know
Yes,
you're the
yes.
best maid around.
When did you end up with a second
I'll take
friend?
that as a
I have
compliment.
always had two. The other one has been fixing the air conditioning for the past 2 months.
Yes.
Neat.
See, the air
sounds
conditioning in my lab
Well,
is
you
a bit
see,
strugglesome.
I got Doot, and unfortunately, that came with them. So yeah, you know, we get that special.
A 2-for-1 package.
Wonderful.
when you get
I
ones-
love those.
But when you get those ones that
Sure.
are slightly defective from the other one.
Oh.
Yes, up there. I felt sorry, so I was like, yeah, I might
Twins
as well
purely
both
in
of them.
physical meaning, of course. Anyways, then, please,
But anyway, it's
Dude,
the dining
Dad,
hall,
would
please.
you please lead them to their seats? Thank you very much.
As you remember, Master is at the head of the table, so do not.
Yes. We'll take my seat here.
Okay. I guess I'll take this one, I
wonderful.
suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Thank
don't
you,
be
thank
too
you.
afraid to sit too far away.
Yeah, you don't need to sit that far away. Please, come closer. It's much easier to talk when we're close.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
awesome. Oh, well, I suppose this has its upsides.
Yeah, it does have its upsides.
I mean,
can
I can't
see
see you,
you.
you
Sure.
can't see me, but I can see you.
Yes, well, we are definitely
Shoot
fine.
that drinks.
Yes, please do. That'd be wonderful.
So anyway, we have called you here because you said you wanted to join forces to create
Yes.
some mayhem.
Yes.
Join
So
forces in a matter of words, yes.
Yes, I've
Yeah,
been,
That's
I've
what
been
you
told.
agreed to.
And
That
I
you
filled
wish
in Master
to-
and said that the best way to do this would be on a dinner.
I agreed
plan.
to deal
Yes,
with
yes.
Colin, yes.
A dinner date, indeed. Well then, please, I would like to hear some more about this joining of forces. You see, I'm a business, I'm a conglomerate, and a bio might just be necessary, if you will.
Yeah, explanations might be nice.
Mm-hmm.
You was there. What explanation do you need?
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Ah, and
Oh,
lovely.
a
Grazie.
3rd century classic. Beautiful. well
so
then.
young.
I'll whack one on. Whack one.
Ahem.
Uh-huh.
Got a
All
slight
right.
cough.
Well, anyways, like I was saying, you did say that you were looking to help me. Now, what exactly were you looking for? Like there clearly is something
Sir,
that is troubling you. Yes,
sir,
yes, imp.
I seem to be obstructed of your
Oh,
glorious view, sir.
here you go. Imp.
Thank you, sir.
Anyways, as I was saying, you do seem there's obviously something that's troubling your mind, dear fallen angel. Now, how is it that I, Lucifer, the devil, can help you, Brand?
Has your imp not informed you of what is the situation?
Oh, you
Well,
see,
I fear it would be better for you to inform Master on your own accord.
yes, and I haven't had
Seeing
as
as
much.
these are your problems that we can help you with.
Yes, and I personally also haven't been around the mansion as much, and nor have I seen the imp as much as I would personally like to. I've been dealing with some furry
Extraterrestrial
duties,
activities.
something like
there
that.
would,
Yes,
There would be actual business activities, good sir.
yes. You see, I was doing some dealings with the the werewolves.
Oh,
I
bless
see.
you.
I see that you haven't managed to get rid of every dog hair, sir. I see your allergies still
Yes,
berate you.
I'm really allergic to idiots and ignorance, and those
Well,
that
wouldn't
specific
mind if
group
Lucas
seems to
could
be
move down an extra seat. That would be fine, sir.
that group seems to
Again.
be quite full of it, if you know what I mean.
Yes, sir.
You have a point.
It was
Now
a joke,
then.
Blondie.
Oh, okay.
Your wings.
Yes, obviously.
They are okay.
Now, as we were, you said you had some issues that's troubling your mind, and I do like to
Not
hear.
particularly an issue.
Okay,
Well, as I recalled, Colin was an issue.
Colin.
is not an issue, but we'd like to deal with him.
what about this Colin fellow? Who is he, and how may it be that I
Colin
take his soul into
Dracula.
my rings? Oh dear, that.
Yes, he's
boy.
one of those.
Dracula's son. He has
Yes,
quite
it
the big
seems
mouth.
So. And how so? What did young Dracula's son do this time?
Well, it appears they're digging around where their noses do not belong.
Ah, yes, I know that feeling well. Yes.
And,
So,
yes.
what exact
they,
information did they uncover, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, they're digging around your mutants.
Ah, yes, my I don't own them. My mutants. All I did was fulfill a contract, as always.
Precisely. Technically, you own them.
Also, so that's what I believe Jackson wants to have a dinner about as well, so he would like to talk to you about that as well. He tried to pry it from myself, but unfortunately, I am like a steel trap, so there is no muttering of my lips.
No.
Yes, it's definitely not the curse I've placed upon your heart, Tim. Definitely not. Anyways.
Sorry, what's that?
Nothing. Don't you worry about it.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, this Colin Dracula fellow, I assume his father, like you said, being Dracula, is a purebred vampire then?
Unfortunately, yes.
Sorry, sir.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Would you not believe?
When he came with Jackson, so he wasn't very talkative and actually sounded a bit slow, so.
Oh.
Mm.
I believe
Okay.
he's a cast-off.
Oh.
Seems about right.
Interesting. So you said he's been digging into the knowledge of my mutants, and I assume he's found nothing, considering there's nothing to find. They're but mutants. That's it. Nothing more and
they
nothing
didn't really
less.
get much.
Yes, I would hope
from
so.
me anyway.
Considering two things. One, I do not dictate the moves of the mutant alphas. They are but doing things on their own, and that's how it should be. And two,
I mean, I don't see a problem with them. I mean, we had a party, you know, everything seemed quite fine with me.
it's just the birthday party was
I
quite
don't see
enjoyable.
the issue they have.
Indeed.
They are nothing like they are made out to be.
Yes,
They're
something.
rather soft.
I don't know if it's soft or it's just, how would you say?
Relaxed.
Relaxed.
Too
yes.
relaxed.
Well, with that being said, I don't believe personally that the Colin boy has anything to fear currently. For even if he had tried, I bet you any money he probably couldn't stop them. And frankly, neither could Misspire. Or, what's the other one? Packhaven. And the werewolves. Now, what's interesting to me specifically is why is it that they haven't made their move yet? Right? Obviously.
Would that be Packhaven, sir? Or are we talking mutants made their move, sir?
The mutants, of course.
What is there to make their move again, sir? It would simply just be a quick...
Exactly.
Don't they need a
Brush aside.
reason to do anything?
No,
What
not
would be the
necessarily.
I mean, doing
I
it
mean-
out of fun is a good enough reason.
I mean, true, that's motivation enough, but if they don't have that, they're not really going to do anything, are they?
Yes, that does raise a valid question. However, I do believe their goal is to have this land as their own.
I guess that makes sense.
And if they were to capture
Really.
Packhaven and all of its betas, then they would have a pack of their own. Sort of. Something along those lines. Or they'd kill the entire pack, in which case they would just take their lands. Now, here's the issue with that. I'm not sure that it quite matters.
Oh?
You see, I've been having vague memory issues as of late. And
Really?
as part yes. And as part of my dealings with the werewolves, you see, I had to bring one of them back that the mutant alphas killed. Now, obviously, I wouldn't normally do this under most.
Out of the rug.
Yes, I wouldn't do this on most circumstances. However, there was a deal that was struck, and the soul belongs to me. Now, what's really truly unfortunate is normally you think I'd be able to bring a body back just fine. Well, I seem to be faltering in my own steps, which is kind of problematic, don't you think?
Are you saying you forgot how to bring someone back to life?
Oh,
Is that what
not
you're saying?
quite.
Being the devil, you'd think it'd be second nature, but unfortunately, Master suffers from slight memory loss issues from time to time.
Yes, they kind of come to me in flashes of knowledge over time. Anything from millennia ago, it just seems to be sort of a blur, don't you think?
Is that right?
Yes, it's very odd, personally, because no matter what, I should be able to retain all of my memories, including the times I was up in heaven. But even those seem quite like a blur to me.
Indeed.
Don't remember any major details. And this has all been sort of happening very recently, as after the fall of the chalice, as Brandon here does know.
I do indeed.
See.
Ever since the death of the Blood Moon, my memories have begun to falter. Anyways, with that, there was also a falter in my own knowledge, abilities, and skills, and intelligence. Now, I'm not an infallible being. Obviously, I'm not. him, as you two would know. But I was modeled after him. And I was sent here to aid the humans, and that's what I've been doing. Now, I did forget one part about the reanimation of a body. I could put the soul back in the body easily enough, but I couldn't restore the body to its previous state. So there's still a gaping hole in the poor thing's neck.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
A slight
lovely.
oversight on Master's behalf. But
Yes.
A little oversight.
no one's perfect, you see.
It was-
You say little.
There was a very interesting sight. The poor thing tried to speak, and the vocal cords that were ripped in shreds just kind of hung there vibrating.
Don't.
And then there
Disturbing.
was that slight little spurt of blood.
Oh, they're gonna be sick.
Yes.
If you would, you could please be sick in the required receptacle. Bin!
I'm good.
Okay, just in
Fine.
case.
Just,
Who
I
will
just
bring a
needed a
bin?
minute. That was.
Give the young sir a bin, if you please.
Anyways, ever since then, I've begun doing more research in my library of vast knowledge, you see. And I've been trying to figure out exactly how I could reanimate and repair a person's body. Now, I do believe it requires a blood sacrifice of sorts. And as you know, ever since the fall of the chalice, blood magic itself has been difficult.
Scarce.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Scarce and difficult. Now, sanguine magic is special in the fact that it does give you immortality of sorts, which is also problematic. Now, the interesting thing that I learned while doing research, though, is there was something that came up that seemed rather important. Oh, you've got your bin. Perfect. In case.
Yeah, I got my bin, so I'm okay.
In case.
That's alright, I guess.
Now, you see, there was an issue. I don't know. Have you ever heard of a thing called the Wild Hunt?
The name definitely rings a bell.
I have vague recollection of doing research on the Wild Hunt while I was still under him. I would love to say his name, but it would probably burn me alive.
Yeah, he gets a bit tetchy, I hear.
Research.
See, I have vague memories because I do date all my research on purpose. And the dates that I have of the Wild Hunt seem to be before I was kicked out. Before I aided the humans and gave them free will, you see. Here's the problem.
Good guy always gets knocked down.
I only have vague notes on what the Wild Hunt is and what it does. But something I do have written here in big bold letters is, at all costs, do not allow the Wild Hunt to happen.
Interesting.
So I have a few theories. It seems it's possible that the Wild Hunt itself is some form of frenzy amongst the supernatural beings. Of course, we are part of that, considering we are no longer part of there, you see.
That is true.
And because of our falls, we are currently, how do you say, not indestructible completely. Well, no one knows.
The term would be vulnerable, so.
Yes, we are quite vulnerable. Not necessarily to any mortal beings. They could never take us out, of course. For they do not have the ability or magic to do so. However, it is my belief that the Wild Hunt would have such possibilities. Considering, again, the big notes that says, at all costs, do not allow the Wild Hunt to happen. Now, that leads me to believe that it is some form of event. A catastrophic, apocalyptic-style event. But specifically for supernatural beings. And I was wondering if you two would have heard such a thing before.
Seem to have come across the term once or twice in the past.
Of course. And I assume, you know, unlike me, you guys don't have a vast library of knowledge, and most of your knowledge would have been lost after the fall, so.
I had a memory about it.
A memory, you say?
It's actually...
Your dream things.
Yeah, but...
Dream thing.
I imagine it presses every one of his remaining brain cell to
shush. This is actually kind of important. Sorry to raise my voice, but it's
Does a
something I
good
wouldn't
job,
mind bringing up.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yes. Lucas, what is it, young boy? What is troubling your mind?
Ever since I came down from heaven, as you were, memory.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been having these dreams, or like maybe even flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting.
I can't put my finger on it. But one thing that I remember in one of my dreams is an angel who was with me was mentioned something like an entity.
An entity.
I don't know specifically, but Wild Hunt could be the description that you're looking for.
Interesting.
Something like a green
Need
horse.
more questions than answers.
Wait,
A green horse.
did you have a dream too?
I just thought it was you playing with my mind.
Oh.
I thought I was playing with your mind.
Wait, you
Really?
stand next to his bed and play with his mind as well, wait?
No.
Oh.
Imp?
No, sir. No reason. No, sir. No. Miss,
You've
Miss
had these
Smoker.
dreams, and
That
you've
would
not told.
explain some of those weird dreams I've been having recently.
No, sir.
You've had them too.
No, you don't want to know the type of dreams that I've been having.
Oh, okay, never mind. That makes
But a
sense.
dream is a dream.
Though I have had some interesting ones in the past. Vague memories of my time there.
I see.
Oh.
But nothing,
So-
no faces, no names, no places. Just vague imagery in my head. Things I can scarcely remember. A lot of them pertaining to the day I was kicked out.
Oh,
Understandable.
I see.
Something about screaming, yelling, and forbidden. Something along those lines.
Promising.
Yes.
Forbidden sounds about right.
Yes, doesn't surprise me much, but it is odd. Well then, what is
Well, anyway, I suppose we could discuss more of this after we eat.
Oh, yes, we should should eat. The food does seem to be prepared and we don't want it to get cold.
anyway.
I wouldn't be opposed to some food if it's going.
Yeah,
Sure
yes
thing, if
then.
you'd please like to fill your spaces with food and chow down, as it were.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Food!
I'd say grace,
see
but
ya.
there seems to be no purpose.
Good one, sir. Good one.
That was kind of funny.
Your
Thank
joke is
you.
not lost around this table, sir.
Yes. Right.
When it turns right, I light up and ride off in sunsets and Corvettes. Like I'm the plug and you don't know. But why? I do these things and I don't know. Just trying to go and prove myself to be one of the best I can.